Absolutely. I think it was beginning to develop in my late teens, and in part being in China at the age of 18 and being not directly involved, but certainly aware of the dynamics of life in China and conversations that I would have with Chinese friends who would talk within the privacy of their own homes about how they felt about the Chinese Communist Party. But I wasn't really active in human rights until I went on to university. And the turning point really was a speaker in my university chapel in, I think, the second semester of my time in my first year. And she was an amazing parliamentarian called Baroness Cox, who has been one of the most courageous voices for human rights, not particularly on China, but on other parts of the world. And I heard her speak. She actually spoke about Sudan, a little bit, I think, about Burma, and also about Nagorno Karabakh, the Armenian enclave that there was a war going on between Armenia and Azerbaijan. And I just sat there and listened to her and had this overwhelming sense of this is so compelling. I need to do something. And I spoke to her afterwards. I found myself actually going to war torn Nagorno Karabakh a few months later with her and US Congressman Frank Wolf. And I think through that experience, but building on my China experience, that led me into human rights. Initially, for quite some years, I wasn't very vocal on China for the reason that many people have, which is that I wanted to continue to go to China, and so I was more involved with Burma, and I became involved with North Korea. But then there was a turning point with China soon after Xi Jinping came to power, where I realized things were really deteriorating, and I needed to speak up. So that's my journey through human rights.